There are truths men carry that must never be spoken. Not to friends. Not to lovers. Not to family. Machiavelli understood this. He knew that power lives in shadows. That the moment you expose certain parts of yourself, you hand others the blade that will cut you. This is not about lies. This is about survival. About dominance. About keeping your throne in a world designed to take it from you. Most men bleed themselves dry through their own mouths. They confess. They overshare. They think vulnerability is strength. It is not. Vulnerability without strategy is suicide. And if you are watching this right now and something inside you already feels uncomfortable, good. That discomfort is the truth trying to surface. But here is the real question. Will you listen, or will you keep making the same mistakes that have kept you weak, overlooked, and controlled by people who never say half of what they know? If you are serious about reclaiming your power, if you are done being the man others predict, manipulate, and discard, then subscribe right now. Because the men who win do not consume wisdom passively. They commit. They take action immediately. And honestly, if you cannot even commit to a single click that costs you nothing, how will you ever commit to the discipline this path requires? Subscribe. Not for me. For the part of you that knows you have been playing small. There was a man in Florence. Mid-30s. Wealthy family. Well-spoken. Loved by his circle. He had everything except one thing. Discretion. He shared his ambitions at dinner parties. He revealed his insecurities to close friends. He even told his cousin about a woman he desired before making his move. Within a year, his rivals knew his strategies. His friends used his fears against him. The woman he wanted was courted by the same cousin he trusted. Machiavelli watched men like this crumble repeatedly. Not because they were weak, but because they were transparent. And transparency, in the wrong hands, is a weapon loaded and handed to your enemy. Let us begin with what you must bury deep. 1. Your next move. Never announce your plans. Never telegraph your intentions. The world rewards those who strike without warning. When you reveal what you are about to do, you invite interference. You invite competition. You invite sabotage. People will not cheer for your rise. They will position themselves to block it. A promotion you are aiming for becomes a position someone else suddenly applies to. A business idea you mentioned becomes their startup 6 months later. The woman you said you were interested in becomes a challenge for another man to conquer first. Your next move is sacred. It is the unspoken prayer between you and your future. The moment you speak it aloud, you diffuse its power. You turn certainty into negotiation. Machiavelli wrote that men are so simple and so ready to obey present necessities that the deceiver will never lack victims. Do not be the victim of your own honesty. Operate in silence. Let your results announce what your mouth never did. Think about the last time you told someone about a goal before you achieved it. What happened? Did they support you, or did they subtly discourage you? Did they ask questions that planted doubt? Did they suddenly become competitive? Comment below right now. One word. What happened when you revealed your plans too early? Just one word. Let that sit with you. Men today are addicted to validation. They post their goals online. They announce their diets, their business ideas, their relationship intentions. They want applause before effort. They want acknowledgement before evidence. This is the opposite of power. Power moves in the dark. It builds in private. And when it emerges, it is already undeniable. If you are still posting your every move, ask yourself, are you building a life or performing one? Your personal philosophy. You have beliefs that govern your life. Principles you live by. Codes that make you who you are. Keep them hidden. The moment you articulate your philosophy, people will use it to predict you. And predictability is the enemy of power. If they know you value loyalty above all, they will fake loyalty to manipulate you. If they know you despise dishonesty, they will lie more carefully. If they know you prioritize family, they will leverage your family to control you. Machiavelli knew that a prince must seem virtuous, but never be bound by virtue when strategy demands otherwise. This does not mean you abandon your principles. It means you protect them by concealment. Let others guess. Let them wonder. Never confirm. When people ask you what you believe, give them noise. Give them something vague, adaptable, socially acceptable. But your real code, your actual North Star, that remains in the vault. Because the moment they map your values, they map your weaknesses. They know exactly where to press. Exactly what story to tell. Exactly which emotional angle will compromise you. Think of your philosophy as the source code of your operating system. No one gets access. Not your friends. Not your partner. Not your parents. You can share outcomes. You can share actions. But the why behind it all stays locked. Have you ever had someone use your own words against you? Have you ever been so honest about what you believe that someone twisted it and made you the villain? If that has happened, comment the word betrayed. Just that. Let it remind you why silence is not coldness. It is intelligence. 3. Your income and assets. Money is the most dangerous topic a man can be transparent about. Reveal that you earn well, and you become a target. Friends start asking for loans. Family starts expecting generosity. Strangers start assuming you will pay. Women evaluate you through a distorted lens. Employers lowball you thinking you do not need more. Reveal that you are struggling, and you lose respect. People distance themselves. Opportunities dry up. Your perceived value drops. Either direction, you lose. Machiavelli understood that perception shapes reality. If people do not know your financial position, they cannot exploit it. They cannot envy it. They cannot pity it. Let them assume. Let them guess. Give nothing concrete. This applies to everything. Your salary, your savings, your investments, your debts, your assets, even your spending habits. Do not show up in a new car and explain what it cost. Do not mention the watch. Do not talk about the vacation expense. Live well, but quietly. Wealth whispered is wealth protected. Wealth shouted is wealth stolen, either by taxes, by expectation, or by resentment. There is a reason the truly powerful do not flaunt. They understand that invisibility is armor. And here is the subtle truth. When people do not know what you have, they treat you based on your character and competence, not your resources. You become valued for who you are, not what you can provide. That is rare. That is precious. Guard it. How many people know exactly what you make? If the answer is more than 0, you have already made a mistake. Comment the word reset if you are committing right now to never discussing your income again. Say it out loud to yourself. Make it real. For your good deeds. This one separates the boys from the men. When you do something generous, something honorable, something kind, shut your mouth about it. The instant you publicize your virtue, it becomes performance. It becomes strategy. It loses its moral weight and gains political texture. And worse, it creates expectation. People begin to expect your generosity. They begin to measure you by it. The one time you do not give, you are selfish. The one time you do not help, you are cold. You become a prisoner of your own reputation. Machiavelli observed that men are quicker to forget the death of their father than the loss of their inheritance. They will forget your 100 acts of kindness the moment you say no once. Do good in silence. Help without announcement. Give without record. Let the act itself be the reward. This is not about morality. This is about freedom. When no one knows what you have done, you owe no one a repeat performance. You are not enslaved by expectation. You are not resented when you stop. Your generosity remains yours to control. And paradoxically, silent generosity builds a more powerful reputation than loud charity ever could. People talk about the mysterious benefactor. They are silent about the show-off. There is another layer. When you reveal your good deeds, you reveal your values. You show what matters to you. And once again, that becomes a map. A map others use to manipulate you. If they know you give to a certain cause, they will approach you through that cause. If they know you help a certain type of person, They will package themselves as that person. You become easy to deceive. Keep your virtue close. Let your enemies assume you have none. Let your allies discover it only when it benefits them without you needing credit. If you have ever posted about a donation, a favor, or a good thing you did just to be seen, comment the word ego. Own it. Awareness is the first step to power. 5. Your family problems. The dysfunction in your household. The tension with your father. The disappointment in your brother. The illness of your mother. These are not conversation topics. These are not bonding tools. This is blood information. Sacred and volatile. The moment you air your family struggles, you open yourself to judgment and exploitation. People will form opinions about you based on your family. They will wonder if you are like your father. They will assume you carry the same flaws as your sibling. They will pity you, or worse, they will see weakness. Machiavelli knew that a leader's strength is judged not only by his own actions but by the stability of his house. A fractured home suggests a fractured mind. Rightly or wrongly, that is the perception. More tactically, family problems give others leverage. A manipulative colleague learns your mother is sick and uses that to justify why you seem distracted, planting doubt in your boss's mind. A rival learns about tension with your brother and introduces chaos into that relationship to destabilize you emotionally. A romantic partner learns you have daddy issues and uses that to control you. Information is ammunition. Family pain is high caliber. You can love your family deeply. You can support them fiercely. But you do not broadcast their struggles or your conflicts with them. Handle it privately. Resolve it quietly. Show the world a united front, even if behind closed doors you are at war. This is not dishonesty. This is protection. For them and for you. Have you ever regretted telling someone about your family issues? Have you ever had that information used against you or thrown in your face? Comment the word private if you understand now why some doors must stay closed. And while we are here, let me ask you something. Are you truly committed to this path, or are you just watching? Because if this resonates, if you feel the weight of these words, then subscribe. Lock in. The algorithm shows this to thousands, but only a few will have the discipline to actually follow through on what they learn here. Be one of the few. Subscribe right now. 6. Your fears and insecurities. Every man has them. Fear of inadequacy. Fear of failure. Fear of being exposed as a fraud. Insecurity about looks, intelligence, status, sexual performance, financial instability. These are normal. These are human. But they are also weapons. The moment you confess them, you give someone else the trigger. Machiavelli said it plainly. The promise given was a necessity of the past. The word broken is a necessity of the present. People will promise to protect your vulnerability. They will swear they would never use it against you. And the moment it benefits them, they will. Not because they are evil, because they are human. And humans prioritize survival and status over sentimentality. Your fears are the cracks in your armor. Speak them aloud and you widen them. A woman knows you fear abandonment, so she threatens to leave every argument. A business partner knows you fear public embarrassment, so he leverages that in negotiations. A friend knows you feel inadequate around wealth, so he subtly flaunts to keep you beneath him. You handed them the knife. You showed them where to stab. Instead, work on your fears privately. Journal them. Meditate on them. Hire a coach or therapist if needed, someone professionally bound to confidence. But do not confess them to people in your life. Do not trauma bond. Do not mistake emotional dumping for intimacy. Real intimacy is not about exposing your weakness. It is about shared strength, shared mission, shared respect. Weakness shared is weakness doubled. Strength shared is power multiplied. What is the one fear you have never told anyone? Do not comment it. Just acknowledge it to yourself. And make a vow right now. That fear stays buried until you have conquered it. Then, and only then, you may speak of it as history, not reality. 7. Your romantic or sexual history. Who you have been with. What you have done. What you regret. What you desire. This is no one's business. Not your current partner's. Not your friends. Not anyone's. The past is a graveyard. Let it stay buried. When you reveal past relationships, you create comparisons. You create insecurity. You create narrative. A new partner hears about an ex and wonders if they measure up. A friend hears about a wild night and sees you differently. A colleague hears a rumor about your past and questions your professionalism. Your sexual history becomes a story others tell about you, and you lose control of that story the moment you tell it first. Machiavelli understood that a man's reputation must be curated, not confessed. You are not obligated to full disclosure. You are obligated to protect your future by managing your past. This does not mean lie when directly asked. It means control the narrative. It means deflect. It means keep mystery. Mystery is magnetic. Over-explanation is repellent. A woman asks how many people you have slept with. You smile and say, enough to know what I am doing. A friend asks about your ex. You say, that chapter is closed. No details. No drama. No data. And here is the darker truth. People judge. Even those who pretend not to. A man who has been with too many women is a player, untrustworthy. A man who has been with too few is inexperienced, undesirable. You cannot win by revealing. You can only win by withholding. Let your presence and your competence speak. Let your current actions define you, not your past entanglements. Have you ever shared something about your past and immediately regretted it? Have you ever seen someone's face change when you told them something personal? If yes, comment the word lesson. That regret was tuition. Do not pay it twice. Your spiritual beliefs or existential doubts. What you believe about God. What you think happens after death. Whether you pray. Whether you doubt. Whether you feel lost. This is the most intimate territory of your soul. And it is the most exploited. Machiavelli wrote extensively about religion as a tool of the state. He saw how belief systems were used to control populations. The same applies individually. Reveal that you are religious, and people will expect you to behave a certain way. They will judge you when you do not. They will use your faith to guilt you. Reveal that you are atheist or agnostic, and others will see you as amoral, untrustworthy, or nihilistic. Either way, you lose freedom. Even more dangerous is revealing existential doubt. The moments you feel purposeless. The nights you question everything. The fear that nothing matters. These doubts are part of the human condition. But they are also signs of vulnerability. Someone hears that you are questioning your path and they plant more doubt. They redirect you. They position themselves as your guide. And suddenly, you are following someone else's map because you admitted you lost yours. Keep your spirituality private. Whether you believe in God, the universe, nothing, or everything, let that be yours. Let it guide you quietly. Let it anchor you invisibly. Do not perform faith. Do not perform doubt. Both are sacred. Both are yours alone. The moment you make them public, they become political. And the soul should never be a battlefield for someone else's agenda. Think about this. Who have you told about your deepest beliefs? And did it bring you closer, or did it create distance, judgment, or misunderstanding? Comment the word sacred if you are committing to protecting this part of yourself from now on. 9. Your daily routine and habits. Where you go. What time you wake up. What you eat. How you train. What you read. Your schedule. This might seem harmless. It is not. Your routine is your structure. It is the framework of your discipline. The moment others know it, they can disrupt it. They can interrupt it. They can judge it. They can impose on it. A friend knows you wake up at 5 a.m. and starts calling you at night, knowing you need sleep. A partner knows you go to the gym every morning and starts guilt-tripping you for not spending that time with them. A coworker knows you read for an hour after work and mocks you for it, subtly eroding your commitment. Machiavelli understood that consistency is the backbone of power. But that consistency must be protected. Routine is ritual. Ritual is power. And power must be guarded. Let people see results. Let them wonder how you are so disciplined, so focused, so ahead. But never give them the blueprint. Never give them access to the process. The process is where you are vulnerable. The process is where doubt lives. The process is where most men quit. Keep it hidden. Keep it sacred. There is another reason. When you talk about your habits, you lose energy. You get a dopamine hit from the telling, which reduces the motivation for the doing. This is neuroscience. The brain rewards you for announcing the goal as if you have already achieved it. So you talk about waking up early, and your brain feels accomplished. Then you sleep in. You talk about the business you are building, and your brain feels like a builder. Then you do not build. Silence preserves energy. Silence focuses power. Let your actions be the only announcement. How many people know your exact routine? If the answer is more than one, you are leaking power. Comment the word discipline if you are ready to reclaim it. 10. Your moments of weakness. The day you cried. The night you almost quit. The time you failed and felt destroyed. The moment you were humiliated. Every man has these moments. They shape us. They teach us. But they are not for public consumption. Weakness shared with the wrong people becomes a permanent label. You are the guy who broke down. You are the guy who failed. You are the guy who could not handle it. Even if you rose from it. Even if you are stronger now. The story that sticks is the story of your lowest point. Machiavelli was ruthless about this. He believed that it is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. Part of being feared, or more accurately, respected, is never showing the full depth of your vulnerability. You can show growth. You can show struggle in past tense. But you never show yourself actively breaking. Not to colleagues. Not to acquaintances. Not even to most friends. Because the memory of your weakness will linger long after your strength has returned. There is a time and place for vulnerability. A therapist. A mentor who has proven trustworthy over years. Maybe a partner who has demonstrated loyalty and fire. But even then, be selective. Be strategic. Do not trauma bond. Do not dump. Share only what serves your growth and only with those who have earned the right to hold it. Everyone else gets the edited version. The version where you struggled, but you won. Where you were tested, but you prevailed. That is not lying. That is leadership. Leaders do not burden followers with every doubt. They inspire by showing the path through. Have you ever shared a moment of deep weakness and felt smaller after? Have you ever regretted letting someone see you at your lowest? Comment the word armor if you understand that protection is not pretending to be invincible. It is choosing who gets to see the truth. Now let us go deeper. Because these 10 things are just the surface. The real question is why? Why must you conceal these parts of yourself? And the answer is not about paranoia. It is not about being fake. It is about understanding the nature of power in human relationships. Machiavelli did not teach cruelty for cruelty's sake. He taught awareness. He taught that human beings are governed by self-interest. That even those who love you will prioritize themselves when tested. And that your survival, your success, your sovereignty depends on never giving others the tools to dismantle you. Information is currency. In the age of data, in the age of social media, in the age of surveillance capitalism, your privacy is your wealth. Every piece of yourself you give away is a transaction. And most men are making terrible deals. They are trading intimacy for attention. They are trading depth for validation. They are giving away state secrets for a like, a laugh, a momentary connection. This is bankruptcy of the soul. The Machiavellian man operates differently. He understands that silence is not empty. Silence is full. Full of potential. Full of power. Full of control. When you say less, people project more. They fill the gaps with their own assumptions. And if you carry yourself well, those assumptions work in your favor. They assume you are successful. They assume you are confident. They assume you are dangerous in the best way. Let them. Do not correct them. Do not clarify. Let mystery do the work your mouth cannot. This is not about being cold. You can be warm. You can be kind. You can be generous and loving. But you do it from a position of strength, not exposure. You give because you choose to, not because someone leveraged your guilt. You connect because you want to, not because you need validation. This is freedom. And freedom is the ultimate power. So here is the practice. Starting today, audit your conversations. Notice when you are about to reveal something from the list. Pause. Ask yourself, does this person need to know this? Will this information serve me or endanger me? Am I speaking to connect, or am I speaking to fill silence? Most of the time, the answer will be clear. Say less. Smile more. Listen deeply. Let others talk. Let them reveal themselves while you remain a mystery. And when someone pushes, when they ask directly, when they try to pry, you have options. Deflect with humor. Redirect with a question. Give a non-answer that sounds like an answer. This is an art. Practice it. A woman asks about your past. You say, I have lived enough to appreciate you. A friend asks what you are working on. You say, a few things, still early. A family member asks how much you make. You say, enough to be comfortable. How are you doing? See, you gave nothing. But you did not offend. You maintained the frame. If you are still watching, you are different. Most people clicked away because this is uncomfortable. It challenges the modern obsession with authenticity and oversharing. But you are still here. That means something. That means you value power over popularity. Strategy over sentiment. If that is true, then prove it. Subscribe. Right now. Because the next level of this knowledge is coming. And it is only for those who commit. Do not just consume. Participate. Subscribe and comment the word silent. Let me know you are in. Let me know you are serious. There is a story Machiavelli tells about Cesare Borgia, a man who understood power at a level most never reach. He took territories not by brute force alone, but by information control. He knew what others did not. He concealed his intentions until the moment of execution. And when he struck, it was total. His enemies never saw it coming because he never announced it. He never boasted. He never revealed. And for a time, he was unstoppable. His downfall came not from his strategy, but from forces beyond his control. But the lesson remains. The less people know, the more power you have. Now apply that to your life. You are building something. A business. A body. A relationship. A reputation. Every step of that process is vulnerable. Every phase has potential failure. If you broadcast every step, you invite crisis. You invite opinion. You invite interference. But if you build in silence, you control the narrative. You reveal only when it is undeniable. Only when it is complete. And by then, no one can stop it. This is how empires are built. Not in press releases. Not in announcements. But in quiet rooms. In early mornings. In late nights. In moments no one sees. The world sees the result and calls it luck. Calls it privilege. Calls it anything but what it is. Discipline. Strategy. Silence. Let me tell you what happens when you master this. People start treating you differently. They respect you more. They test you less. They stop asking invasive questions because they know you will not answer. You become known as someone solid. Someone serious. Someone who does not need to prove anything. And that reputation is magnetic. It attracts opportunity. It attracts loyalty. It attracts power. But it starts with a decision. The decision to stop bleeding information. To stop seeking approval through confession. To stop thinking that being an open book makes you trustworthy. It does not. It makes you readable. And readable means beatable. So close your book. Let people wonder. Let them guess. Let them respect the boundary. And if they do not, if they push and pry and demand access to what is yours, cut them off. Not with drama. Not with explanation. Just distance. Silence. Let your absence teach them what your words never could. Now, some of you are thinking, this sounds lonely. This sounds isolating. And I will tell you the truth. It is. At first. Because you are used to using exposure as connection. You are used to bonding through shared trauma. Through oversharing. Through making yourself small so others feel big. That is not real connection. That is codependency. Real connection is rare. It is earned. It is built over years, not weeks. And it is based on respect, not familiarity. You will have fewer friends. But the ones you have will be real. You will have fewer conversations. But the ones you have will matter. You will feel alone sometimes. But that solitude will forge you into something most men never become. Unshakable. Machiavelli was not loved. But he was respected. His ideas outlived his enemies. His name became synonymous with strategy, with power, with truth that others were too afraid to speak. You can be liked, or you can be powerful. Sometimes you can be both. But if you have to choose, choose power. Because power protects. Power provides. Power endures. And here is the paradox. The more you protect yourself, the more you have to give. Because you are not drained. You are not manipulated. You are not exhausted by managing everyone's opinion of you. You have energy. You have clarity. You have resources. And from that place of strength, you can be truly generous, truly kind, truly loving, not because you need something, but because you choose to give it. This is the Machiavellian path. Not cruelty, but clarity. Not coldness, but control. Not isolation, but sovereignty. So I will ask you one more time. Are you ready to walk this path? Are you ready to stop giving yourself away? Are you ready to become the kind of man people respect, fear, and cannot predict? If yes, then subscribe. Not tomorrow. Not later. Now. And comment the word sovereign. Let that word anchor you. Let it remind you who you are becoming. The 10 things we covered are just the beginning. There are layers beneath. Strategies within strategies. But they all rest on one foundation. Silence. Discretion. Control of information. Master that and you master the game. Ignore it and you will always be played. There is no middle ground. You either guard yourself or you are exposed. You either control your narrative or someone else does. You either move in silence or you move in chains. The choice is yours. But make it consciously. Make it now. And remember, the world will pressure you to share. To be authentic. To be vulnerable. To be open. Resist. Because that advice is not for your benefit. It is for theirs. It is to make you manageable, predictable, controllable. The truly powerful do not follow that script. They write their own, in invisible ink, in a language only they understand. Be that man. Be the mystery. Be the storm no one saw coming. Be the force that moves mountains while others are still debating the weather. This is the way. Now walk it.